Happy Easter, everyone. Well, kind of late for that, but don't worry about that. Check out the new Easter tunes. Dandy's World recently came out with an Easter update, releasing 4 new tunes: Eggson, Coco, Flight, and Bassie. Now that I have all 4 tunes, I'm going to break down their stats, abilities, and roles and give you all the perfect trinket combos and strategies for them. Oh, and if you're new to my channel, be sure to check out my other guides or even my gameplay videos. With that out of the way, let's begin. Let's meet these new tunes. First, we have Eggson, who's your holiday starter, similar to Rudy. He has 3 stars in every stat, and his ability is literally just him smacking the machine with his cane and adding 10% completion to it. That's it. Old man goes, "Work, stupid machine!" and whacks it. Now there's Coco. She has a 3-star skill check, 4-star movement speed, 2-star stamina, 4-star stealth, and 2-star extraction speed. Her ability is basically just placing a bonbon on the ground that can be picked up by herself or everyone, and upon use, it gives you a 50% extraction speed boost and a 25% movement speed boost. Great if you need a speedy getaway or if you just need a boost on your extraction. The third tune, Flight, who is by far my favorite holiday tune, has a 2-star skill check, 4-star movement speed, 2-star stamina, 3-star stealth, and 4-star extraction speed. His ability places a gust of wind that gives you a 15% movement speed boost for himself or anyone who walks through it for about 5 seconds. Basically just Tisha, except his ability works on himself and it isn't as fast as Tisha's speed buff. And now for Easter's main character tune, Bassie. Bassie is an interesting tune with interesting stats. She has a 1-star skill check, 5-star movement speed, 4-star stamina and stealth, and 2-star extraction speed. Oh boy. At least her abilities make up for this. For her active ability, she can drop any item of her choosing from her inventory and share them with other tunes, and her passive gives her an extra inventory slot. So she's basically just a walking storage unit when you really think about it. You might be wondering, why do all these tunes have such odd stats? Well, that's because they're all support tunes. Support tunes! Not a distractor, not an extractor, support tunes, and basically survivalists. The only tune here that I would consider an all-rounder is Flight. His stats are very balanced and he's an amazing extractor and backup distractor or emergency kiter, especially with the right trinkets. Speaking of trinkets, let's move on to the best trinket combos for each tune. Starting off with Eggson, there are a number of combos fit for him due to his balanced stats. It all depends on how you want to play. You've got the classic Participation Award and Magnifying Glass. This makes your skill check small, but you'll basically be like V or Glisten when extracting. Stay away from V-mode, okay? Do you guys hear me? Stay away from V-mode. It's useless since he already adds 10% completion to a machine. However, you can use the wrench to add a little extra completion along with his ability. If you don't have the Participation Award or would rather focus on survivability, then I'd recommend the Pink Bow, Speedy Shoes, or Vanity Mirror. Moving on to Coco, I also recommend Participation Award and Magnifying Glass since she has really bad extraction speed. To substitute for Participation Award, I would recommend her own trinket, the Glazed Fondant Bag. This trinket adds an extra 4 seconds to whatever candy item effect you use. So say you eat a Jawbreaker and the effect lasts 20 seconds. Using this trinket makes it last for 24 seconds instead. So it comes in handy with Coco due to her Bonbon ability. If you want to be full-on support, however, I recommend the V-Mote, Go Snakes in a Can, and or the Sweet Charm. For Flight, considering he's an all-rounder, he has a lot of combos. If you want to be a pure extractor, I definitely recommend the Magnifying Glass and V-Mote. If you're confident in hitting the gold in the skill checks, then I recommend Participation Award and Magnifying Glass. If you want to be backup distractor, I recommend Dog Push and V-Mote. You can substitute the V-Mote for Magnifying Glass. You could also do the Dog Push and Speedy Shoes even as a backup, but honestly, I don't really recommend since Flight is better as backup rather than a full-on distractor. Now for Bassie, I 100% recommend V-Mote due to her poor extraction stats, and there are a few recommendations for her second trinket. There's the Bone, Feather Duster, Blue Bandana, Thinking Cap, Magnifying Glass, and the Dandy Push. Stay away from the Peppermint Icing trinket, okay? Okay? No peppermint icing, okay? It does not work on her active ability. I don't know why. It might just be because she doesn't have a cooldown. I don't know. Just don't use it. It doesn't work. Also, you might be wondering why I did not put down Dog Push and Speedy Shoes for Coco and Bassie. And I have one simple, easy to understand answer for that. They are not suitable for distracting. okay? They have 4 stars in stealth. Why on earth are you picking them out of all Toons to distract? I'm going to say this because I didn't mention this in my other guide. Just because they have this speed, it doesn't automatically make them a distractor. The same can work for Sprout. Just because he's fast, it doesn't automatically make him a distractor. Same can be applied to Toons with lower stealth, like Yada. Just because she has the high speed and low stealth, it doesn't automatically make her a distractor. Okay, got a little heated there. My bad, y'all. Think I'm done with the trinket combos, so let's move on to strategies. To start off simple, the only strategy I really have for Eggson is using his passive ability on every machine in the map, or offering to take someone's machine momentarily to add some completion to help your teammates out. For Coco, I recommend using up bonbons whenever extracting, or when running into the elevator. If you're going to give them to someone else, give them to people who are extracting or to the distractor. Constantly roam around and stick around people to be sure to give them those bonbons whenever necessary. For Flight, if you're choosing to be a pure extractor, you're gonna want to use them like how you would use Tisha. Be ready during panic mode to give your teammates or the distractor a speed boost to help them into elevator. If you are backup and are distracting, using his active ability will help you keep your distance from the Twisteds, especially since you'll tend to be circling around and will keep running into that gust until it disappears. For Bassie, I've got a lot of tips for you guys. Bassie is basically a storage unit, meaning if your team comes across any useful items like heals, pops, chocolates, all that stuff, you should take and give to anyone who may need them. Say you have V on your team and you find a box of chocolates. You can be Little Miss Delivery and drop them off to V. Say the distractor needs a heal and a Cosmo or a Sprout is on cooldown. Never fear, Bassie is here and with plenty of bands and meds to deliver. Another great strategy is if a Sprout missed any items, you can deliver them to him while he's working on a machine or waiting for last to be finished. Oh, and you might be wondering why I mentioned Danny Push for Bassie. Well, that's because she can buy items for people. Say Sprout needs the extra tapes. It's kind of like you're donating. What if Cosmo needs an extra med? No problem. What if Yada only got 1 heal for herself and needs another band? Bassie's got you covered. I think that's about it for my tips for all the Easter Toons. Have you guys gotten Bassie yet? If not, I wish you guys good luck on your Bassie hunts. If you enjoyed the video or found my tips helpful, be sure to possess that like button and haunt my channel with a sub. And while you're at it, don't forget to exercise that bell so that you'll be jump scared whenever I upload. Have a spooky day.